Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, I have started the process. But before we get too carried away, I did get myself a Blizz Rod, so let's collect that money and move on from there. I also got Blitz as well, which is pretty cool. And I've kind of gotten into the habit of just kind of turning these in on the fly here at the moment. I'll probably upgrade that to some sort of a task screen soon enough. And yeah, I've just kind of been plugging away, getting myself like magma cream and just some of the more unique ones that we may want, right? As well as making sure that the system is working. So as you can see, we got slag, we got rich slag, we got all the different forms of this, and our slag is currently full. So let's get ourselves a quick little upgrade here. Boom, boom. No big deal. And actually, I bet you some of these other ones are about ready to fill up as well. So let's get 4 more of those. No problem. There we go. Okay, let's do a quick little upgrade. 1, 2, 3, 4, and over on our slag as well. Okay, good. Chest is working good. System's working good. My inventory's full of machines. And what I've been working on here is pretty basic. I needed to get some fused quartz, so that's why that is there. We'll remove that now. And over here, I set up a magma crucible smelting redstone to get ourselves some better power conduits, okay? So, boom, boom, we're going to quickly replace these guys. Very nice. And just kind of up our power system, right? And then from here, I think I should, you know what, I probably should just do it right now. Let's just remove these and go and upgrade them, right? Let's just do it. So these guys here, let's just go at thermal. Oops, at thermal. At what? What? Thermal. Thank you. And we'll go to the signalum ones now, just like so. We'll do this. I forgot to put them in there, so that's fine. And boom. There we go. 36 signalum. Excellent. And then from there, let's just go right up to the resonant, because we might as well while we got it. And then the next step beyond that is the cryo-stabilized, which we'll get to. Oh, this guy right here. The gelid cryothium on the cryo-stabilized flux duct. Pretty nice, pretty easy, but we do need that with the resonant ones. And these guys here transfer 25,000 RF per tick, which is more than what we're currently producing. So we don't really have a need to upgrade yet, but just to kind of let you guys know, that's one of the steps that we're working towards. Okay. Other than that, yeah. So we're kind of getting to the stage here where we need to kind of think about customizing some things, right? And getting some things going. And one of my favorite things to do is to actually get myself a tank, right? Boom. And it can be any tank ultimately, but I'm just going to get myself the portable tank here because they're pretty cost effective. I think I need 4 of them total. Let's just throw them in here while we're going. It's always fine having a spare one anyways. And then from there, I also need to get the upgrades for them, okay? Now, do I need the upgrades? Yeah, not really, but I kind of want to have them. At least a couple of them. I don't know if we need to go full resonant, if you know what I mean, but I think a couple of these would be pretty nice to have, for sure. At least reinforced. At least reinforced. Oops, there we go. More fused quartz. I knew I was forgetting something. Yeah, we'll just go to reinforced at this point in time. No big deal there. And then you can always combine these as well, just so that they take up 1 inventory space to save yourself some stuff. Okay, there we go. We got our tanks. That's good. That's really, really good. So this guy here, I'm going to throw down, and I'm going to slap a resonant on it, and we'll just store it there for the quick second. We're going to remove this and remove this. Good. So this guy here is pretty straightforward. It's nothing too crazy the way that I like to do this, but what you do is you put the magma crucible up above, just like we had before, and then you take your tank, reinforced in this case, which is 180 buckets. That's pretty good. And you put that in between the magma crucible, and the fluid transposer. The reason being is the fluid transposer has 10,000, which is pretty good for destabilized redstone. This guy also has 10,000, so that's 20,000. But with this, now we have 200,000 as a potential. So this will actually store destabilized redstone for us as well. So if we ever need it for a bucket or any type of crafting recipe, we could actually use that. And equally on top of that, I believe it's called a X storage bus. I think there's a fluid one right there. There is a fluid storage bus. So we can actually tap the fluid storage bus onto these tanks right here by rewiring this a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Boom. And we come down there instead. And yeah, all of a sudden, we now have the capabilities of having fluid in our system ready to go. I think it's a pretty nice thing to do. I think it's great. I like having the spare storage. I don't typically use it a lot, but it is a very nice system. So what we need to do from here is basically get everything set up the way that I want it set up, and get things going. So what we need is a few more magma crucibles, right? Boom, 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 machine frames, redstone. If I remember correctly, I believe I left my machine stuff over here. Yep, I did. There it is right there. Let's grab this. We might as well take that gear as well while we're at it. And we might as well take these guys too. Oh, no, I'm one short. Or am I? Haha. Victory is mine. No, but yeah, so things are going really, really well. I'm really happy that we got the new base up and running here. It's so nice to have. So boom, we can throw those in there, throw all that in there as well, and pretty much be ready to go with Magma Crucible. So copper gears, we need 3 more of these machines. So boom, just like that. Ooh, nether brick. Nether brick might be my sticky point. Is there a way for me to get this? Induction smelter, soul sand, and netherrack. I have no good way of even getting netherrack at this point in time. I should probably get nether seeds? Question mark? Yeah, I probably should. I mean, we could do void ore. Is there anything here that would work for our favor? Not really, hey? I mean, I know that I can just go to the nether and get nether brick pretty quickly. Maybe I'll do that instead. Because we will just need a little bit of it. Alright, so I've done a decent amount of work, I feel. I feel like I've done a decent amount of work here. As you can see, we have, redstone, which I need more of. Let's get more of that. No big deal. Boom and boom. We'll get that crafted up. We have redstone. We have energized glowstone. We have resonant ender. I need to get more ender pearls. No big deal. We have gelid cryothium, which I don't have much of, but I just finished breeding up my blitz rod. And then I set up the ender tank over at our mob farm for right now for liquid XP, because this guy seems to be a decent amount of recipes with liquid XP to get different things, bottles of enchanting, etc., etc. There's a lot of different things that you can use liquid XP for, so I figured let's bottle that up too. And this guy here, we are looking at lava, right? We haven't really come up with a source for lava. We've just always been kind of using that lava trinket, right? Or bauble, I should say. So let's kind of look at the lava more than anything else right now. So one of the big things here is we are going to be pretty much exporting all of the things, just like so, to our system, right? Pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. Now, over at the other side here, I set up my igneous extruder with the capabilities of exporting into the ender chest. Pretty straightforward. Then over here, what I'm going to say is we want to export cobblestone. Cobblestone should end up going into the magma crucible, as you can see, and that will show us and give us lava. Now this guy takes 1,000 RF per tick. That's pretty crazy with this augment in there. That's pretty crazy. That's a lot for some lava. Not gonna lie. But you know, it's one of those things. We should be okay on power. We should be okay, especially when my miners are not working. Right, my Beast Coin miners. We should be pretty decent here. So yeah, now we have lava as well. Look at that. You don't even need light. Who needs light? Right? You just bank machines that make light. I didn't decided to not use a fluid transposer for this one because the amount of recipes that you can transpose with lava, I don't even know if there are any. I'm just quickly scanning through them. I don't, no, that was mushroom stew. I don't even think there is really any that we truly need. So, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, well, okay, there's lava, but that's just to fill a tank, right? What the heck was that? But yeah, so all of these are just to fill like different resources, reservoirs, tanks, etc. There doesn't seem to be any form of needing lava in a fluid transposer. So we'll just have the actual tank of lava that's available to us if we so want to use it, right? Now over here, I'm kind of planning to have all of the machines that we're going to be putting out a continuous output into our storage system, right? So cobblestone was a perfect example of that. As you can see, I've also set up in the other quadrants of this base. So one of them I was thinking we could go with Ender IO. This guy could go just like so. Pretty straightforward there. We definitely do not need that ugliness on its face. But yeah, so we can throw our Ender IO stuff over there. I'm going to put my painting machine all the way over here. And this guy could be our Ender IO section. And then the other section over here, I plan on basically just being our thermal expansion. Okay. Now, I do have two furnaces. I want to keep the resonant one separate from the other. And we'll go through that very shortly here. So there we go. There's a little bit of that. Let's throw our energetic infuser over on this side. And yeah. Look at this. We're already kind of cleared up. But the redstone furnace here, that is a good point that we were looking at. This one was the one that was doing our creosote for us. So what are we going to do for creosote? Do we even need more than what we have, I guess is the big question. I'm going to hold off on this for right now, just because I don't actually know if we need more. I don't think we do. So we'll just kind of leave that for right now. And then I do have a few other, you know, odds and ends machines from over there, like the atomic reconstructor. And maybe that guy can go down just like right here or something. And yeah, maybe that's just a thing that we can do. We can put it right there. And then if we want to... Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. No. Bad. Very, very bad. Okay. You live, you learn, right? So, yeah. We won't be putting it there, obviously. I did not know that it converted the placed blocks that were underneath it. Well, you learn something new. You learn something new. But yeah, so let me just patch that up. Pretty straightforward, but yeah, we'll just, we won't worry about that. Just ignore that. Don't make the same mistakes I do. I'm here to teach you from my mistakes. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'll have to find a different spot for that. The latex processing units and stuff like that, I probably should find a home for those as well. But that'll probably be in the near future for some of this stuff. We'll grab it as we need it, is kind of what I'm thinking of here. Upstairs, I did get myself the Blizz, this guy right here, the Blizzrod chicken. So we are currently getting basalts. We're getting Blitz, right? And we're also getting the Blizz. So this will allow us to basically produce whatever we want, whether it be gelid, cryothium, etc., whenever we see fit, right? And one of the first things that I want to make is the cryothium dust, right? Cryothium dust was such a pain to make. It absolutely was. But now, look at that. Beautiful. I love it. And let's throw some of it in our magma crucible. How sweet is that? I love it. Now, one of the things that we can do, and we will be doing, is we will set up a export bus for cryothium dust to be loaded into this magma crucible alone. But the thing is I do want to keep some of this around as well because we need it for upgrades and other things like that, which I definitely want to look into right now. So let's again go back to our upgrades. Now that we have a good source of cryothium dust, we should be able to... I know I need at least 3 of these, if not more. Yeah, at least 3, and then, of course, the resonant ones are pretty easy for us, actually. And I think I need 3 of those as well. Okay, good. We'll jump back down, and these are for those new energy cells that I placed down to get them up to resonant. We might as well have everything on the up and up here and ready to go. Boom and boom. Very nice. Okay. I also need more of the redstone energy. These guys right here. So let's get a little bit more of those. We'll grab another 60 and get those started going in our fluid transposer down here as well. Now, all of this, hopefully, we can automate as well, which will be really great. But as you can see, our power is, well, it's starting to get a little bit more tapped, right? We're getting there, but we're slowly filling up. We're slowly filling up instead of maximally filling up, if you know what I mean. But there we go. We are stacked up for cobblestone. That's great. We have 28 buckets of lava ready to go for whenever we may need it. Our gelid cryothium is almost full. That is great stuff. Honestly, amazing stuff. And we can start to use that whenever we see fit, which is great. And yeah, resonant ender's there. Energized glowstone is definitely there. We're almost too much of that. Oh wait, this shows as full, but it's only 39 buckets. And then we have 120 buckets of redstone. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot of buckets. But with all the resources and everything we have, I feel like we're in a pretty good place. Do you see all these pigmen? Do you see all this? Do you see these guys? Bugging me? Trolling me? Trolling me around here? I tell you. Come here. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Let's go. All right. So I got a little bit more work to do, and then we will hopefully wrap up soon enough. So one of the nicest things about setting up this system and setting it up right is just having everything in one place. Oh my, how helpful this is, right? I did get some energetic and vibrant chickens up here, just kind of filling out the ranks, right? As I go through it, we're getting some things going, all right? So many crazy things, and for those of you that didn't see, in the top left right there, yeah. So let's go through a little bit. I've done, a little bit more migration from over there to this base, stuff like that. I grabbed some 16K, storage situations. I brought over my Flux controller. I enabled wireless charging, for my systems and for like my charger here. So it's always stays on full, right? Still haven't automated these. I probably should be doing that, but that's okay, I guess. Underneath here, I went with, we have dense energy cables now. Dense smart cables, I should say. So if you take a look at that, you can see that we're at 16 of 32 channels. Those guys are pretty expensive, but pretty good. And that guy runs all the way over to there. So we can really tap in and use even more of everything. I got myself some more controllers. I'm going to kind of do a full ring around, I think, for this whole system here. And I threw down a sink. I think this will be my kitchen. So we'll probably do a little bit of cooking for blockheads while we're at it. Down below here, it's a little messy. So I apologize for that. But yeah, I needed to get some experience and things like that. So in the tank, I installed an XP shower with just basically a lever. You know, we still have the fluid transposer there. But the reason I had to do that was I enchanted my gear a little bit with Protection 4 Unbreaking 3. And that gear is different. As you can see, I upgraded to the Flux Infused gear and powered it up accordingly. Um, what else did we do? We got ourselves our lava. That's all, that tank's full, which is great. We have ourselves creosote here, which is pretty much full. I probably won't use this very often, but I left it in place just in case. And I put an import on here, so any coal coke or things like that go in the chest and out. And then same thing over here. This sawmill produces wheat, which produces, what does that produce again? I'm trying to remember the name. This stuff right here. Pulped biomass right there. And seeds. Okay, so pulped biomass goes to the south. Seeds go into the chest and back into the system. That pulped biomass goes into the magma crucible. It becomes biocrude, which in a fractionating still becomes grassoline. So we're going to slowly but surely fill up the quest reward for the fluid of grassoline as well. And then I'll probably remove this entire chain, right? Just because we can. Over here, all that's working as intended. No concerns there. I did grab myself the vat as well as place down my Ender IO machines. And over here, I did a little bit as well. Just moving things over, upgrading things. We got our energetic infuser. I moved the phytogenic insulator down. I hooked the sink up to water, and I got myself a water ender tank. And this guy is doing all of our latex or our rubber production for other things, okay? On top of all of this, on top of it all, I did a ton of quests. And yeah, we completed, I think it's 43 more quests. Can you believe that? That's crazy amounts of quests. I haven't even placed everything yet, but we did complete them. So I got myself an armor stand. Pretty straightforward. Of course, you guys just saw we have all the flux infused stuff right here. So let's claim all that money like so. Beautiful. Under the mob slaughter, I kind of just went through and did a lot of these. You know, Wither Boss Muffler. We got some mob mashers. We got, you know, the mob crusher. I picked up a mob fan and I made a syringe, right? All pretty straightforward, really easy to do, but made it even easier with the with the crafting terminal that I got. On top of that, like you guys just saw, I showed you the fractionating still. Let's collect that reward. And I placed and made a whole bunch of these as well. Block placer. I made the animal rancher. We still don't have animals, actually, now that I think about it. Random reward. Ring of the Flying Squid. Very nice. Sludge refiner. And just made myself the generator just to have it, just to complete the quest. We got the vat. You guys saw that downstairs in place. And I went through and I made all of the RF tools stuff as well. Crafter tier 3. We got ourselves, you know, the builder. We got an elevator and all of the dialing and teleporting stuff. Awesome, right? Look at all these. Oh, cha-ching. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Under power, let's see. I completed this. I made the biofuel generator. We've been sitting on that one for quite some time. And the energetic generator, I made that guy as well. This one here, there's still a lot that we need to do. But it's not that complicated, all things considered. Under the storage, I slammed off all of these as quick as possible. I went through, got myself the XNet items, the router, the wireless router, and the controller. Oh, that was a lot of money. I finished off ME by getting myself the pattern, this guy right here, the pattern terminal. And I made a couple of black hole units just because. Random reward. 64k ME storage cell. Beautiful reward. I am very happy about that one. You can go right in the bank. Beautiful. That's really nice. That's a big savings right there. And then I went through and I did all the refined storage stuff as well. Just just because we got to complete the quest, right? So I did a pretty good number here. I went through all the RF ones as well, or modular storage, I should say, and look at all that money we just collected. That's crazy amounts of dough. What are we at? We're at $619,000. Whew, that is spicy. So, I know we're getting long on the episode, all that type of stuff. Now we're getting into the serious stuff. Acceleration wand, creative solar array, watch of flowing time. I have to pick one of those three. I'm kind of leaning towards the creative solar array. Oh, but I'd like your guys' input on it as well. Oh, there's so many good options. But either way, I'm going to be doing that and then probably the guilty pool. But I do have to build myself up a lovely area for my Botania setup. But yeah, awesome stuff. So much fun. I'm having a blast with my new base, which is amazing, and all of my newfound glory. It's been great. It's been great. One of the big things here is we're literally one away from completing this, and the only thing we are lacking is straight up the pink slime. So we're almost there. We're almost there across the board. I think pretty soon here, I think we got to look at cows, things like this. Oh, we could make them. Project EX. Fading matter? Seriously? Is that a thing? Oh my lord. That's a big craft right there. But yeah, probably just go build a grass platform and move cows and whatnot where I need them to. But yeah, loving the base, loving the stuff. We probably got to look at some animals soon. And we got to look at all the magic mods. We haven't touched a single one of those across the board. So just one of those little tiny details. But anyways, that's going to be it for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. The beautiful, beautiful episode that we are in. Cannot begin simulation. Too low power, pretty much. But yeah, lots of fun times across the board here. So thank you all so much. Really do appreciate it. And you guys have yourselves a great one, because I know I'm going to. Away we go. Boom. Power. There you go. You got power now. All right. That's it for me. Have a good one. Bye-bye.